You know, I didn't much care for Lord of the Rings for the longest time. No, really. I would hear about it all the time, even from teachers at school during certain lessons. I can't remember the conversations. But I never had the feeling to go and seek it out until recently. From what I've seen of the movie trilogy so far, it's good. It's good. I can see why it's praised so highly, and why it is often looked upon as a classic. What got me into the series? Why, this game, of course. Shadow of Mordor. The game that not only featured you playing as a wraith inside a boring stock protagonist, but also a game that had unique orc enemies that would remember what you did to them from your grievous battles. And you could even form your own hand-picked army of the worst, best orcs. From just that mechanic alone, I had to know.
So, we missed one of you at Narcos, eh? An easy mistake to fix.
Nah, I prefer fixing your face first. Hello there everybody, it is IMDS from Logic Productions, and this is I Have to Know. Shadow of Mordor. Welcome to the game that basically was my introduction into Lord of the Rings. I'm not even kidding you. I played this game before playing, well, not playing, but before watching the trilogy. I still have to watch Return of the King. I'm gonna seem totally unqualified for this, aren't I? Oh well.
That is where we have to go.
Okay then, but I'm driving. Oh wait, I'm the only one that can drive. Wait a second, who's that orc? It's Ratbag! Yay. Okay, I gotta run. Oh no. Oh no.
Tiny good.
Huh?
The beasts I've slain, compared to them, you're nothing.
Oh my god, that couldn't have been more comedically perfect. Okay, the grog. Oh, okay, run. Gotta run. You still trying to fight it?
Bollocks to this! I will have more revenge next time!
At least you have some brains. That's good to know. Okay, just let me get this. Wait, killed? What was that? Oh. Hello.
You!
Wait,
I
what?
could smell you bleeding from a mile away. The sweet iron tang gets my blood up. Oh, yes!
Oh god, you're a bunch of sadists. Well, I hope you like your blood being on the ground. Really, the orc captain chain already?
Time to leave my mark. A mortal blow, oh it will show, on the filthy talk.
Oh, how I love the poet. The poet's always so fun. Come on, nope, just die. Just die. Holy cow. Okay, stop attacking me so I can kill your boss. There we go, right into my hands. Man, this game is f***ed up sometimes. Oh, look at that, I got a new move. Combo execution. Aw, yeah.
Why use your human sight to track the Uruk? I see more than any mortal.
You should thank me for teaching you a lesson.
Slay the orc captain. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will wither.
The same fate awaits you. True Slayer! You! Pity I have to kill you. You would make a strong slave.
Ugh. Keep that to yourself, man. Come on.
Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will wither.
Decapitation! Is it a meme? Yes. Do I care? No. Because it's metal. So metal. Ooh, look, an epic rune. Did I ever mention that I really like the rune system in this game? Like, a lot. Looks like the Slayer just got slayed. Yeah! What's the matter, boy? Scared of a little wind?
Man swine! There's nowhere to hide from me. No keep or fast safe enough. The strategy is flawed! Fall back!
I'm sorry. What was that, orc? No safe place for me? No safe place for me? Oh, you're funny. You're funny.
Man swine! Look at you, maggot. You can barely stand straight.
Buddy, your friend's not standing at all. That's a little rash of you, don't you think? Oh no, who the hell are you?
Finally we meet. You are every bit as I imagined.
And now I'm very creeped out. Okay, no. Excuse me, you do not grab a person like that.
I'll be back another time, and you'll be sorry you ever crossed me!
And now your neck is crossed. How do you think about that?
I think not!
Oh, so you like manhandling me so much? Well, how do you like a taste of your own damn medicine, you shaman?
Lend an orc a hand, Ranger. Can't you see I'm tied up?
Well, I already know how this ends, so I might as well just save your... But come on, though.
Do it! I'll die, and you'll know nothing!
I certainly know more than you. And I look like Jon Snow.
First, I need to take care of a certain captain and a few caragors. Come with me, Ranger. How did you get free, scum? Get the Ranger, not me! He's a much easier target. His sword's broken. Gorov's always in there. Never leaves, ever. Wonder where he pees. Oh, that explains the smell.
Keep out of sight. I'll see that your captain gets demoted.
Splendid plan. You kill, I wait. That's military genius, that is.
Oh yeah, piece of cake.
Right up ahead.
I let things get this bad? Ah, damn it.
This looks like a good spot to get some shut-eyes. Goroth will kill you if he catches you napping. Goroth never comes here. He's always by the hunting camp.
Goroth's in the hunting camp. So much for him always being in the same place.
I once rescued 3 cannibals at once.
Really? Can we get a live demonstration of that? Okay, so now I've jumped forward to a place where basically this is post-game. So basically no spoilers. But I want to have some fun in the post-game for this, and you know, you're enjoying this, right? You wouldn't have stuck around this long if you weren't enjoying it. Right? Right?
This stuff's got a kick like a ground. Drink up.
Okay, so far so good. Just gotta. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Ah, damn it.
Todd Scum wants to join our little feast. Maybe we should let him. He can be the main course.
Nah, sorry, I'm feeling like orc ears tonight.
Got him out. Bollocks. Bollocks.
You know, that kind of mouth, I hate to see what kind of feast you really have. Also, how do you explain to someone that you died at your feast? That's got to be one of the biggest insults of orc society.
Hey! All alone. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Are you sure about that? Oh, who am I kidding?
They knock. You idiot! Not a chance! You feel that?
Didn't even die by an execution. You disgust me. Oh look, a vendetta mission. This is a new thing that I haven't experienced yet. A rock crusher scared of a little fire. How suspicious that he's right next to some fire.
I don't think anything was ever there.
Oh no you don't. I gotta avenge him. Yeah, him. There you go, you. You have been avenged. You're welcome. Thanks for the points. Yeah. Remember how I said that this was an experimental series at the moment? Well, it still is. I figured since I divide these up into gameplay and review anyways, I might as well do my little, like, quote-unquote end screen in the middle. Like a mid-roll or something like that. So if you think that you like this series, maybe you might want to check out some of my older videos. At the moment, I personally think, other than the one that I just made now, Simpsons Road Rage was probably my favorite one to do so far. maybe you might want to check out one of my other videos, like maybe my Gary's Mod animations? Think of it like these, but, you know, any joke that I make is animated. Only one word can describe the story. Tutorial. The story is one long tutorial teaching you the Nemesis system and other gameplay features. Ratbag teaches you about the basics of Orc society, Golem teaches you specific wraith powers, this lady teaches you about branding, technically. And this awesome dwarf teaches you how to ride grogs. 'Cause that's awesome. So this review is mostly going to focus on the Nemesis system because of that fact, and in reality it's such a cool concept. The game generates a pool of orc captains with modular traits that are unique to each orc. These traits can be weaknesses, strengths, or even quirks like movesets and weapon types. There is dialogue that only certain orcs will say if they're a certain type, like, oh,
I grow weary of hearing from my boys how you kill and kill from the shadows. Time to bring you into the light!
that Nemesis fight that I shared with you guys at the end of that one share button fun? Yeah, that was more or less my actual reaction to seeing Shagflack. 'Cause man, let me tell you, he was giving me a lot of flack when I started out playing this game. If you kill the orc, you get a rune for your weapons. A feature I really like in a world where RPGs are filled with equipment that you eventually toss anyways for better numbers. Here you can pick one of many color-coded runes that would better suit your playstyle. Like, say, every time I land an execution, I gain health? In honesty, most of the runes complement the weapon's combat abilities rather well, with the exception of the mounted runes. I didn't really have a use for them, but that's okay. You come across a rune that you don't want to use anymore, or just plain don't want to use, you can grind those down instead for these little points that you can apply to Talion's various abilities and upgrades. If you decide to brand them, you can move them up through the ranks by creating power struggles with the other orcs. With every success, like with non-branded orcs, they'll level up from that struggle. When they level up, they will gain strengths and iron out some weaknesses. It's kind of like Pokemon with a traditional fantasy setting, but with more blood and warmongering. It's enjoyable fighting a tough captain fight, or making your favorites rise through the ranks in the Nemesis system. The problem is, it could be better, honestly. I feel as though the higher-ups at Monolith wanted to focus more on the story of Talion and Calibrimborn in such a way to teach you the Nemesis system than actually build a game around the Nemesis system. With the exception of the Nemesis fight, which is really well set up by the way, the Nemesis system feels half-baked and then put into an Arkham game. The concept is there, but parts of the game don't really complement the system itself very well. Now, a lot of my criticisms are shared by one Brett Tear of Grace. So if I sound like I repeat a lot of what he said at the end of his Forging an Army series, it's only because they're good points. First and most importantly, being that this feature of forming Nemesi with stories that you made in-game only really meant anything if you lose your encounters or you let the opponent run away. This isn't much of a problem early game because you're rather weak and you will die. Especially to Slagflack. But once you start getting your Wraith powers and stat upgrades, it becomes a bit of a cakewalk. Not much poses a threat to you unless you put some heavy restrictions on yourself and or come across some OP crap. Exploding arrows! Even then, thanks to the rhythmic style of combat, they're usually not much of a threat either. This game had a chance of bringing the losing is fun genre to the AAA gaming world, even if it was just from encounter to encounter, but it didn't seem to account for that. There was no real in-game incentive for you to spare non-branded orcs, and because it relies so much on you failing, not much is going to happen aside from some orcs apparently having necromancy. I think this was their attempt in compensating the game's easiness and ironing out some of the Nemesis system's flaws by having orcs have near-death experiences and then coming back and then being like, "You thought you killed me, but not really." But if you want to fight someone new, it can be frustrating if you're looking for someone who deserves their goddamn comeuppance. Shake Flack! Another problem is that the dialogue tends to repeat itself.
Again? I must have given you a taste for agony!
Understandable with the limitations of the RNG, especially if you have to account for voice acting. But hearing what the orcs will do to your corpse loses its charm when you've heard it for the seventh time now.
A taste for agony!
And weirdly enough, that personally only seems to shine through with you. When orcs act with each other in their power struggles, there doesn't seem to be dialogue that differs one orc from the other. It usually boils down to, "Grr, I'm mad! I am mad also!" And then they whack each other to death until, well, one dies. Is there no history with these two? And all the tactics that orc used on you before you brand it? Oh, well, they don't use it on the other orc. These fights seem to show a weird sense of honor with the orcs in these struggles. Sometimes the power struggle will be won swiftly with an axe to the stomach. Other times the AI will... well, I don't know what you would call it. I don't think it's a stare down. No one seems to hit anything! Now, I like it. I've had my fun with this game and its system, despite the problems that I had with it. As easy as the combat can be sometimes, I think those that like the Arkham style of combat would definitely like it. The reason I'm so critical about this is because I like the concept so much, and I would want to see it improve even in the most minute detail in the next game. Maybe they can focus more on orcs' captains' relationships, or the missions of those orcs to have some more variety. Something like, the more times an orc gets defeated, the missions start involving a story where the orc is trying to gain favor of their master because they keep failing them all the time, and if they just beat you once, that might be enough to gain them favor with them. Maybe branding could hold more value than raising an army to fight the big bad at the end. And instead we have more opportunities to influence other orcs with our chosen orc. Or another game could use this mechanic. When you stop and think about it, you can apply this or some of its aspects into a lot of genres. Now, I wouldn't want this feature to become oversaturated like what crafting became, but imagine a Fire Emblem or XCOM style game where you could have your units be rolled their abilities and traits that would be added to their base class. How about a Souls of Zelda roguelite that you had to slay mini-bosses that had their own quirks for their power-ups? Sure, there's balancing issues with this mechanic, but I would play those games. You would probably play those games too.